So today we're doing 5.4. It's the only part of topic 5, chapter 5 we're going to do. It's just to remind you of the rules I've already told you, but we haven't specifically used them in a worksheet or anything. So it's the inequality in a triangle. So an angles opposite side theorem. Okay, weird name, hard to say. If two sides of a triangle are not congruent, then the larger angle lies opposite the longest side. So what that tells me is if B is greater than A, if side B is greater than side A, then angle B is greater than angle A. That's all it means. The longest side is across from the largest angle. The smallest side is across from the smallest angle. And the middle is across from the middle. That's it. Sarah, do you got that?
1 second.
Okay, so let's use it. So to support a triangular piece of a float, a brace is placed at the largest angle and a guide wire is placed at the smallest angle. Which angle is the largest and which angle is the smallest? So we have largest and smallest. So the largest side, the longest side is across from the largest angle. So what?
So C.
So 13 is the longest side, so the largest angle is
C.
C. So angle C. And you need to write angle C. And I want the smallest, so I'm looking for the smallest side, which is 10, which is across from angle B. So see if you can do the bottom one. Lucas sketched a diagram of a garden box. Which angle is the largest? Which angle is the smallest? Noah, what angle is the largest? Angle E, because 14 is the longest side, so E is the largest angle. Amber, which one is the smallest?
Angle D.
Angle D, is that what you said? Because 8's the smallest, so D is the smallest. Good job. Pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the reason why we have to go over this is you're going to be given information in the next topic that they just tell you things and you have to set it up. You have to put the angles in the correct places. And if you don't remember that the longest side is across from the largest angle, then that's not going to happen. You're not going to put them in the right places. Okay, so the converse of the angle opposite side theorem, if two angles of a triangle are not congruent, then the longer side, and it's probably longest, not longer, sorry. Longest side lies opposite the largest angle. So which side is the longest and which is the shortest? So before I can do anything, I probably have to find what?
Angle K.
Angle K. How am I going to find it?
Add 62 and 50 and subtract from 180.
Okay, so do that. Did you all get 68?
Yep. 68.
Okay, so I need the longest and the shortest. So the longest side is across from the largest angle, so it's going to be side
ML.
LM.
What is the difference?
Alphabetical order, please.
I didn't have to.
You should always try to put them alphabetical order. Okay, so the smallest or shortest side is across from the smallest angle, so it is
KM.
KM. Now, when you think it's kind of like a duh thing, right? It's like that would make sense. So we just have to remember that. So you guys try the next one on your own. Okay, Amber, what was the first thing you did?
I added up the two angles.
Mm-hmm. And then you subtracted. What'd you get? For
I can't do mental math.
oh, what'd you get? You did it on your paper. So 180 minus 123.
Yeah.
So it should add 57.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Phoenix, what's the longest side? OP. Because 65 is the largest angle, so OP would be the longest side. Sarah, what'd you get for the shortest side? NP. Because it's the the smallest angle, so NP. Questions? Okay. So now the triangle inequality theorem. The sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. So the sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. So what that means, if I have to take A plus B, and it better be bigger than C. A plus C has to be greater than B. And B plus C has to be greater than A. You have to do all three. You have to check all three to see if it's a triangle. You can't just check one group of that. Okay? Now, do all three have to fail for it not to be a triangle? Nope. It just has to fail one time. Make sense? So let's do it. So, which of the following sets of segments could be sides to a triangle? So, I've got... So, what do you want to do? 40 plus 18 is greater than 19. So, that's what? 58? Is 58 greater than 19?
Yes.
Yes. And 40 plus 19 is greater than 18. So 59 is greater than 18. But Kale said it. If I would have done 18 plus 19 is greater than 40, is 37 greater than 40?
No.
No. So this is not greater, so it is not a triangle. For it to be a triangle, all three of those have to work. Okay, why don't you try the next one on your own? Oh, wait, you don't have to. We'll do, not this one. We'll do this one together. So what do you want to try first? Which ones do you want to put together first?
37 and 66.
Okay, so 37 plus 66. Well, that's obviously going to be greater than 33 because 66 by itself is greater than 33, right? So 103 is greater than 33. 37 and 33 is 70. And you guys have to show me this work. This is your work. And the last one I need to do is what? 66 and 33?
Yeah.
And it's going to be 37?
Yeah.
And so we have 99 is greater than 37. So could this be a triangle?
Yes.
Yes. So yes. Now this only works for triangles. Don't try to use it on squares or hexagons or octagons or, okay. We're going to be venturing into all sorts of polygons tomorrow, so, or starting it. Questions on this, guys? Okay, so the next one I want you to try on your own. I just gave you 3 measures. Does it change it?
No.
Nope. I put meters. Does it change it?
No.
Nope. You're just going to have meters in your answer. So, check and see if this can be a triangle. Can this be a triangle?
Yes.
Any questions before we move on to the next concept on it? Okay. So, a triangle has side lengths that measure 11 and 16. What are the possible lengths of the third one? So I have 11 and I have 16. What could that possibly be? How do you think we can figure that one out?
13. I don't know.
Would you add those together?
Well, if I added 11 plus 16, this has to be greater than 27, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so this side over here has to be less than 27. It could be 16, or it could be 26.9, couldn't it? Is that less than 27? Okay, because this side has to be greater than this, yes?
Yeah.
Okay,
So it has to be like 20.
so it 27, but we also have to think about like 11 plus x has to be greater than 16, yes? And 16 plus x has to be greater than what?
11.
11. So if I were to solve these, I'd subtract 11, wouldn't I? So x has to be greater than 5. And subtract 16, and x has to be greater than negative 5. Now, wait a second. Can a side length be negative?
No.
No. So it can't be negative. That won't work. So, well, we have here. So x has to be greater than negative 5, but it has to be less than what?
27.
So we say 5 is less than x, which also has to be less than
27.
27. So x has to be somewhere between 5 and 27 for this to work. Okay?
So 13.
So try, well, just somewhere in between there. Any number between 5 and 27. Can it be 5? No. Can it be 27? No. But it can be anywhere in between. So you guys try the next one on your own. Kale, can you turn around? Thank you. Kale, what'd you get for the lower limit?
What?
The lower limit, right here.
Oh, I haven't done
You gotta get the lower limit, right? Tony, what you got for the lower limit?
that.
Are you doing it?
I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
Okay, so you take this side I have plus the one I don't know. So you subtracting over 30, I got 20, and subtracting over 50, I got negative 20. Can negative 20 be used? No. Why not? Because it's negative. Oh, what did we forget on both of these? What do we need to put with this?
No.
No.
Meters and-
Don't we have to put inches?
Yeah, sure.
Now, you just set it up.
One is centimeters, not inches.
Oh, the first one's centimeters, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you just set it up where you don't know that third side and you figure out what that bottom one is, what that lower limit is, okay? So these answers are going to be an inequality. There's not just one number. You have to have a range of numbers, okay? Questions? So today you just have a worksheet practicing these three. Shouldn't take you long. If you actually, you guys got a bunch of time. So if you